Since 1971, people from all over the world have gathered in this magic kingdom to celebrate some of life's most precious moments and occasions. We invite you now to continue this tradition in the place where dreams come true, as we celebrate you.
Hey guys, so did you like my new fancy intro that I made? I'm really excited about it. I stayed up all night one night because I was bored and I realized everybody else has an intro and I kind of wanted an intro for my videos, so I created one, and it's a little longer than normal intros should be, but I couldn't really cut it any shorter because I just liked it too much, so, you know, hope you guys like that. But today's video has changed around a lot. This is my second video. The first time that I was going to make a video, I was actually going to do it on my application process, but I realized there are like 5 million videos out there that you can watch that show the application process, and you know, I'll link a few in the bottom if you want to know, you know, what the application process entails, because mine wasn't any different than most people's. You know, I applied, web-based interview, phone interview, waited, found out. So that's about it. But this video is actually going to be on housing, because I know that's something that a lot of people are always curious about, and they don't really know what complex they want or what the complexes are, or what each of them offer. So I decided I'd go ahead and let you all know what each of the complexes are. So I have my little paper here, my handy dandy notes. I take lots of notes. Can you tell I was a nerd in school? I take notes on everything, regardless of what I'm doing. So if I'm looking down, or maybe I'll hold them up next to my camera so that it's a little more, you know, better than just looking all over the place. So I'm going to start with all the housing complexes. There are 4 housing complexes. I believe now you are allowed to live in all 4. Before it was 3, but I keep hearing on forums and things like that, and through the Facebook page and different blogs, that you are now allowed to live in the commons. So don't quote me on it, but you know, kind of look it up for yourself, or call casting, or, you know, recruiting or something, and ask them if you have that question. But I believe you are allowed to live in the commons now. So the 4 housing complexes are Chatham, Vista, Patterson, and the Commons. Chatham is kind of the middle ground complex between Patterson and Vista. Patterson is known as the nursing home. Chatham is the one that's right in the middle, so it's not like a nursing home, but it's not a party area. And Vista is known as, you know, it's Vista Way, so it's the party place. It's where everybody wants to go if they are, you know, just drinkers, partiers, all that. And then the Commons, which is normally the international only housing area. I think it's always been international only just because the housing operations office is in the Commons, so if they ever have any problems, they don't have too far to go. It's right there. But I guess I'll start with, actually start with Patterson, because, you know, we'll just work our way down the list, I guess. So Patterson is said to be the most expensive. It's not the most expensive anymore, because they just changed the prices. I believe they're under new management now. So Patterson is anywhere from $91 to $101 a week in rent, not a month, a week in rent. They have 1-bedroom to 3-bedroom apartments. So the 3-bedroom is what's going to be $91. A 1-bedroom is what's going to be $101. They have classrooms in Patterson. There is a pool. There's a ping pong table right by the pool. There's also a pool table, and a little area that's a little higher up that's got a fireplace and some nice seats. It's really nice. They also have a clubhouse, which is what the pool is backed by, is the clubhouse. And then there's a workout area right over there as well, or the gym or whatever. There's mail centers, little buildings for you to go check your mail. And there's also laundry houses on property that are pretty close to all of the the buildings because there's only 16 buildings in Patterson. It's not a big complex. That's where I lived my last program. I absolutely loved it. It's very nice. I did find myself leaving a lot though, which is something you definitely will do because there is nothing that comes to Patterson or that is in Patterson. When you stay in Patterson, you're pretty much staying there for the niceness of the apartments. You can't really stay there for anything else. There's no housing events that are held there. There was one, it was a pool party, and it happened like a week after we got down, and that was the only thing the whole rest of my program that was held at Patterson. They don't really hold things there because there's really no space to hold anything. And there's no bus stop at Patterson either. If you want to catch the bus, you have to walk to Chatham, which it's anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes depending on how slow you're walking. It normally only took me like 5-6 minutes. It wasn't very long. It's not complicated. Hey, you get some exercise in for the day before you go to work, whatever. But you know, some people I know are so against the fact that they have to walk to Chatham to catch the bus. It's not that bad. But do keep that in mind. You will be leaving a lot because there really isn't anything in Patterson for you to do. The next one is Chatham. Chatham is right down the street from Patterson. It is anywhere from $91 to $101 as well, and it has 2 to 4 bedroom apartments. So the 2 bedroom would be the $101, and the 4 bedroom would be the $91. Chatham has a lot more than Patterson. It is a much bigger complex. I got confused in there all the time, but it has a clubhouse right at the front. It's actually, the back of the clubhouse is the bus stop area, and there's just a bunch of benches out there and some ceiling fans and things like that, so it's really nice. They have classrooms over there as well. I had my class over there last year, and it was very, very nice. They have a pool, they have a ping pong table, a pool table, a tennis court, sand volleyball court. There's some picnic tables as well. They have a gym or workout area. They have Chatham Field, which is where they hold a huge amount of housing events. The housing events are split between, you know, Chatham and Vista, and they hold a lot of them at Chatham just because it's so big. There's so much room for everybody to just kind of spread out and walk around and chill and dance, and it's really fun. They also have little mail centers and buildings for you to check your mail, laundry buildings as well. The bus stop is right out of front, so that is a big plus. And also they have Mickey's Retreat right across the street. So if you get bored with what's in Chatham, which I highly doubt you get bored in there. I spent a lot of time in Chatham. You know, you just walk across the street to Mickey's Retreat, which is a really cool little place. You can go in, I believe you can also bring your family in if they wanted to. It's very nice. It's got like grills. There's outdoor grills there. I think you can like rent like paddle boats and things like that. I only walked in a few times and I came right back out. I was just like getting friends so we could go to a park or something like that. But yeah, they have like volleyball courts. I think they have a soccer area and things like that. It's really nice over there. So make sure you check that out when you're on your program. The next one is going to be Vista, and Vista Way is the least expensive out of all of the housing complexes. Vista is $86 to $96 a week, 2 to 3 bedroom apartments. So again, the 3 bedroom is going to be $86, whereas the 2 bedroom is going to be $96. They have classrooms, a sand volleyball court, a pool, a gym. They have a welcome center and a clubhouse, which you'll see as soon as you enter Vista Way. Straight back in front of you from the security office is the Welcome Center, and they actually, at the Welcome Center, they give away free cookies like every day, and they're the sweetest people that work in there. They're so nice. They also have some picnic tables, a pool table, ping pong table, basketball courts. They do have hot tubs, but if you've never heard of the Vista hot tubs, you should probably just look something up on Google, because as soon as you look one story up, you'll never want to get in them. Nobody gets in the hot tubs at Vista. Yeah, just don't get in them. You might catch something. The laundry is on the bottom floor of every building. So, you know, that's one great thing. You don't really have to walk too far. It's right at the bottom. But I have heard that sometimes the laundry, like, smells. So I guess you can smell it in your building sometimes, and it's awkward, but oh well. And then they do have a bus stop. Vista Way is like the main bus location. It's where all the buses go back to if anything happens to them. So like if your bus breaks down, of course they're going to take the bus to somewhere else, but they go and they pick up another bus from Vista because that is their main office. It's their central area. That's where, you know, you will see the time. You're talking to the transportation center about why this bus is 20 minutes late. You're talking to a lady that's over there, or a man that's over there. So when you live in Vista, I guess that's a great thing. You never really have to worry about missing the bus because the buses wait there for like 10, 20 minutes all the time, sometimes more, sometimes less, but most of the time you wait at Vista for at least 10 or 15 minutes. And then they do have, you know, mail as well. I don't know if they have like mail on their bottom floor, if they have separate buildings for mail or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but I do know, of course, you can get your mail in there. So yeah, those are the three main complexes that everybody chooses from. Now, I'm just going to go over a little bit about the Commons. I don't really know too much about it. I walked around the Commons like 3 times, and that was about it. So the Commons is a little more expensive than the rest of them. Anywhere from $93 to $105, and it's a 1-bedroom to 4-bedroom. So it has the whole range of bedrooms. I do believe though that the prices are a little higher in the Commons because I know the Commons have washers and dryers inside of their apartments, and it doesn't cost anything. So I know that is a big plus for people, you know, going into the Commons, the international people. They don't have to pay for their laundry, whereas we have to pay about $1 per load. So, you know, to wash and dry is $1 each. So, you know, it gets kind of expensive, but it's nothing too bad. You don't do that much laundry anyway, honestly, because you don't wear that many clothes outside of your costume. But that is nice to have. It used to be the international only housing. So only internationals could live there. There's nobody else. If you were on the college program and you weren't an international, you could not live there. But I believe they've opened it up. Don't quote me on it though. I do need to look it up. If I find an article on it, I will link it in the bottom just to make sure you guys are positive and you know the right answers to things like that. There is a bus stop here. Most of the buses, though, only go to the Commons upon request. That is because most of the time, the people from the Commons work in Epcot, so the Epcot bus for sure stops there all the time. But some of the other buses don't stop there as often, or they stop there at night. During the day, the Commons people go walk up to Chatham sometimes, or they have to call and say like, hey, I need you to stop past here, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times they don't stop past the Commons at all. I remember our bus would stop past the Commons at night if somebody said it. And I worked at Magic Kingdom, so only if somebody said it would it stop past, but during the day when it was picking people up, it never stopped at the Commons. It came straight from the Magic Kingdom to us, or wherever it was at, Vista, or whatever, and then it would come to us. But yeah, that's how that works. Oh, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, they do have a pool as well. I forgot about that. They have a pool. The pool's really nice. And then they also have like a little gazebo in the back with some picnic tables in it. I know they have a sand volleyball court. There's also a little like pond or lake back there, which is really pretty to look at. And then that is also where the Housing Operations Office is. So, if you need anything, you go to Housing Operations Office, and that is exactly where that's located. It's a big building. You see it as soon as you come in the entrance. But, yeah, that's about it. I think that's all that I have on the housing complexes and things like that. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what my next video will be. Actually, I am sure. It's going to be on the bus system. So, subscribe, and hope you all look forward to that, and I will talk to you in my next video, okay? Bye, guys. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.